Google searching, tips and tricks to improve your web searching. In general, good searching has three major goals. First, you must retrieve a manageable list of results. Nobody has time to look through thousands of results to find the few that will help support your thesis, so a good search will produce a manageable list of results. 50 to 100 is a good number. The next goal is to find relevant sources to support the thesis. If none of the sources you find actually support the thesis, you will need to conduct another search until you find sources that will help you. Finally, the third goal is to retrieve reliable and credible sources from authorities in whatever field is being studied. On the internet, managing the number of results is very difficult. Because most internet searches produce a large number of results, sometimes in the millions, the best way to sift through results is to look through the first 1 to 4 pages of results. Most search engines are great at shifting the best results to the top of a list. Always do more than one search. On the internet, slight variations in search terms will produce vastly different search results. Because the internet is constantly growing and changing, performing the same search a few days later will probably produce different results. So changing the terms or applying different search techniques like phrase searching or Boolean techniques will produce different results. Because of this, once you find a web page, make sure to save the URL in some way. You can create a shortcut in your browser, email it to yourself, or save it on a Word document and store it on your jump drive. If you don't save the URL, you may never find the web page again unless you remember the exact search terms you used. Also remember that it is very rare to find one source that will completely support the thesis statement. Be open to finding multiple sources that support parts of the thesis. On an internet search engine, typing in the entire thesis statement will often produce good results. However, it's not the best way to search. This class is attempting to teach good search techniques, and usually a large thesis statement will produce irrelevant results. However, because every topic and subject is different, typing in a long thesis statement as a search term may give you some useful results. It should never be used alone, however. Typing part of our thesis statement, it is ethical to experiment on animals if the result is the cure for diseases like cancer, AIDS, or Alzheimer's, in Google produces 299,000 results. Most of these pages will support part of the thesis. Searching single words or phrases, however, may be a better way to search, even though you see more results. A search for animal testing produces more than 47 million results. Enclosing the phrase in quote marks reduces the results to 4 million. In Google and other search engines, Boolean searching can be automatic, or you can use the AND Boolean operator or the plus sign to indicate an AND. Each way you search, you will retrieve different results. When we move on to see database searches, we will see that Boolean operators will be required. Search results will be different if the AND operator is added. Remember that the internet changes very rapidly, and keep in mind that your search results will change from week to week or day to day and even from hour to hour. You saw this search box before where we retrieved 4,690,000 items. This same search was performed a week earlier and the results were vastly different. In a week, 190,000 new items were located. Remember to save any web pages you find in order to find them again, because sometimes a simple search will not relocate the web page. In order to find more reliable sites, searching for a specific domain may help. This will also reduce the number of results. The next presentation, Advanced Searching Techniques, will give you other tips and tricks to improve searches in Google.